Well, good morning and welcome back to the Ambassador Cruise Line 2025 World Indoor Bowls Championships live from Potter's Resort in Hopton-on-Sea. So let's have a look at what we have coming up for you next. It's another of the World Open Pairs games. It's Robert Paxton and Jason Greenslade taking on the tie pairing of Darren Chatwin and Frank Vries. So let's have a look at what we have for you for the rest of today. After lunch at 2 o'clock, Jamie Walker and Mark Dawes take on the Scottish pair of Mark Rennick and Kieran Ward. Following that game, around about 3:45 will be Nicky Brett and Greg Harlow taking on Damien Doubler and Dan Salmon from Wales. And then at 1900, Paul Foster MBE and Alex Marshall MBE will take on Matthew Crawford and Mark Foster from Ireland. And then at 8:30, action-packed today, we're going to go into the World Open Singles. John O'Dalton against Ronald Listing. Well, looks like everybody's ready here in the International Arena at Potter's Resort, so let's go to our very own Jack Jenkins.
Thank you very much, Jason. Yes, it is time for the next of our players for this morning's match. First out, we have a pair that features a 2-times British Open champion and a European pairs silver medalist. They both qualified through the PBA competition in Thailand. Please welcome out from Thailand, Darren Chatwin and Holland's Frank Vries. Their opponents both have Scottish Open and World Pair Championship titles to their names, including a former World Singles Trophy winner. Please welcome out world number 5, Robert Paxton, and number 16 in the world, Jason Greenslade. Going to hand you up to Jason Parkinson and Blake Nern in the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Jack. Once again, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that very quick break. Another interesting game for you here. Robert Paxton, Jason Greenslade in red, taking on the pair from the Thai branch, Darren Chatwin and Frank Vries. Frank's actually from Holland. It's the new way we do things now in the PBA. You can travel anywhere in the world and take a chance if you fancy travelling around. You could even go to Australia. I'm talking about Australia.
6.5 meters.
Sat at the side of me for the next hour or two is Big Blake. Hi, Blake.
Thanks for having me, Jace.
No, more than welcome. It's always great to get the overseas players in.
That's good to be here. Should be a good game, this.
Yes, Robert.
2 bowl pairs, 2 sets of 9 ends with a tie break. Do you play much 2 bowl pairs in Oz, or is it more 3 or 4 bowls?
Always 3.
Is it?
2x2x2 or 2x2 pairs. Not much 2 bowl pairs. So it's a bit cutthroat.
Yeah, it's about consistency, isn't it? Falling on that consistency really, really early.
Yeah, it relies heavily on the lead. If your lead's on it, it's half the battle. Rob Paxton would be a pretty handy lead to have on you, wouldn't you?
Oh, aye, you take that most days, wouldn't you?
Oh, he's good. He had a bit of a stint out in Australia.
Yes, that's right.
Good line. Giving it a chance, mate. Keep running. Keep more. Yeah, good ball.
Good adjustment with his second bowl.
1 green.
Unusual delivery of Jason. He's had it for many, many years. The ball kind of disappears round the back of his back and then reappears. But if you also look how he holds his bowl, he kind of holds his bowl slightly unorthodox as well, slightly sideways on almost.
It is a bit of a new, unique one.
Better. It's 2 foot down that, mate. Round that.
It's like most deliveries. As long as you do the same thing every time.
Exactly. Consistency, isn't it? You know, if you get a slight bump, try and bump it as consistent as you can.
If you do it every time, then why not?
One shot, Chatwin to Vries.
So the Thai qualifiers
Set
get
score
the
0-1
opening
after
end.
first end.
So Frank leading off.
It looks like a pretty relaxed fella.
Yeah. I think most Dutch players are. They've got a few Dutch friends. They always seem quite relaxed.
Yeah,
Jack length
That's
25
the way you
and a half
live, I think.
metres.
just chilled people.
Yeah. Beautiful country, Holland. Very tall.
Yes.
See, playing with a Taylor International bowl, very strong bias bowl. It's key on this surface most years anyway. This year the surface just seems to be playing just a little bit more sticky. Well, you probably know, Blake, you've played on this surface a few times. Seems a little bit trickier than normal.
It is a lot trickier than normal. Last year, the bowls were getting back pretty good. This year, they're struggling to get back to the centre line. But, as most bowlers, you've got to be able to adapt to the surface you're playing on.
Yeah, it's normally who adapts first, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Little tickle. Just pulling up, I think.
Rob's looking a little
Too
less
green.
twitchy this year.
A little bit
Less twitchy this year.
less this twitchy. Oh, yes, I see what you're getting at with that one. Yeah.
His delivery seems a little bit smoother this year.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's like most people do, went through just a slight struggle a few years back, just being able to let go of the bowl. That happens in quite a lot of sports, doesn't it? I know darts, I've seen it a few times. And he had to deal with that and get a coping mechanism. And he had a set, so he had to, before he stepped on the mat, he had this thing he said, we went 1, 2, 3, release, 1, 2, 3, release. And over the space of, well, quite a period of time, just managed to play himself out of it. And then he's fallen back onto his normal game plan. But yeah, it's just one of those things where 1 minute it's there, then it's gone. Strange, isn't it? Whether it's pressures, sometimes stress, work-related stress, things can all cause these different things. We all go through that from time to time.
I think he actually won the World Singles with the twitchy action, didn't he?
Was it that year, was it?
Might have been that one.
Not bad then.
One down.
Perhaps you should try it, mate.
But
I might need to try something. I haven't got a win over here yet, so... This is the year, mate. This is the year I win a game.
This is the year. Oh, you win a game. I was going to say this is the year, win it.
Oh.
Be great for you, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Just bend and fall. Yeah, he's in. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, have you adjusted your pace? Just looking for 18 inches with a miss.
Just to run it out, I think.
That's done.
Shot by Jace.
Good last bowl.
One shot, Greenslade, Paxton.
Set score 1-1 after 2 ends.
You probably find it a massive difference, dear Blake, coming from the southern hemisphere down to the northern, especially the UK. Completely different styles. It's almost a different game, isn't it? You know, your facilities are almost run as a business, like a proper business, aren't they? Which will allow for the investment. I mean, I've only seen 3 or 4 indoor clubs, but they're heavily
That
reliant on,
25
they call them
metres.
slot machines, gambling machines.
Yeah, pokey machines.
Pokey
back
machines.
in more the other side of Australia. I'm
Yep.
from Perth, so we don't have pokey machines in bowling clubs. But definitely over Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, they got pokey machines. So a lot of the big clubs, they got them. They have the extra money to afford better facilities.
Yep.
Club. Design again. Well done. Touch.
We have a lot of followers that follow us here that also follow the events like the UBC, Premier League and things over there. Obviously, it's quite a big... It's a bit like more razzmatazz. It's quite a sort of drinking going on at the side of the green to create that atmosphere. Is that just those events that we see, or is that more as a whole within bowls within Australia?
I think that's more of a whole
Is it?
in Australia. Like it's like most panic games. You got music playing, people having beers and stuff, and you got supporters watching, enjoying themselves. But the big one is the music.
Yeah.
Like a panic game, any sort of UBC game, BPL. There's always music playing. Atmosphere's a bit more up and about.
Well done. Well done. I mean, 18 inches short. I'd put it there though. Running, I think. Hello.
Yeah, just push through.
One green.
Your singles game is Wednesday, is it, Blake?
Yes, Wednesday against Mr. Darren Burnett. I played him over in Scotland last year, and we had a pretty close tussle. He got me with a few big drives.
Yeah, I was just literally about to say, funny enough, you both have quite a similar game style. You know, you've got a big drive. You're not afraid to use it like Darren is. Darren's a very positive attacking player. Doesn't hold back from using the drive early. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Should be a good game.
Get off.
Good shot, Jace. It was a bit of a surprise yesterday, seeing the Hong Kong qualifiers beat him and Stewie.
Yeah, I mean the lead. The first set was outstanding.
They were magical.
Yeah. I'll be same again.
And then that drive he played to win the game, Jason, you know, that drive gets the jack full in the face, got a slight fortunate connection off the back bowl to give him the angle, but he played it, and that's how, you know, they played like that against David Goulet and Mervyn King. That's how he won a game, you know, big drive. So it's always good to see different players, you know, doing well.
It's one of the 3 things you need in bowls: line, length, and a bit of the luck.
So you had one of those yesterday, did you?
Didn't have a lot of luck in my game, mate.
Right, Darren, let's have a look. I still think you play down that forehand, either side of the shorter bowl with good pace.
Yeah, you could probably give yourself a chance under the wide red, maybe land the bowl or trail the jack for 2 or 3, depending on how confident you are with a little bit of weight.
Well, he didn't like that, but it's not finished yet. Here comes a touch. 1, 2. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Slightly
One shot,
fortunate.
Chatwin to Vries.
looking to play just up for the jack. Got a slight touch on the front.
Set score 1-2 after 3 ends.
Straight onto the shot. 2 to me, thank you very much.
That was the 3 L's, line, length and luck, and he got the third one.
They don't show on the scorecard.
No. As long as it evens out over the game, you don't mind.
Yeah, and he did acknowledge that it was a bit of a fluky one.
What you shouldn't do is cheer it. If you get a bit of fortune, you should just apologise about the result. and
Jack length
move
27.5 metres.
Little touch on the jack to come with it. Good start. It's not a bad reply. Finished the right side of the jack. Just a slight adjustment needed for Robert. If you can get down to the bowl, or the jack is really good.
He's normally thereabouts. It's a fair crack coming in here.
1
Just
green.
freeze it up a little bit. Just needs to apply the brakes.
Giving this a fair crack.
Will it get back? Will it get back? That's enough.
Good shot.
Will he take a chance? Bowl or the jack in the bin? Takes the red bowl away.
Doesn't
Oh,
seem the
there's the
aggressive
jack.
type. I think he might just try to draw it. It's got quite a quick delivery.
It's almost like a crown green delivery in a way. He's missed this by a lot.
I think Jace will try to change hand maybe and just try to touch it.
He's still stalking this down the green, Jason, so he must like it. Either side of his own for 2.
It's a fair effort.
Oh, I think that's still in though. Certainly looks in. Oh, it's always hard to tell. You're not
2 shots,
directly above it.
Greenslade, Paxton.
Yeah, better.
Set score 3-2 after 4 ends.
Up to you to play your then.
He's going to stick with the same bowls that you played with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were going pretty good. The Tigers were
Jack length 28 metres.
turning back pretty good.
4 you play with?
Yeah, size 4. I normally use non-grip back in Australia, but the pool bowls, there's not many non-grips.
Yeah, it's in this country you don't see many bowls without a grip. It's strange, isn't it? Very, very strange.
Not really, because I can see why you have grips over here. Because if you're playing outdoor bowls, you want to get as much purchase as you can.
Yeah, Trevor Taylor played with a non-grip bowl the other day. But yeah, most of them are gripped. Obviously, your partner was playing with a slightly smaller bowl.
2.5s, like little pebbles.
Yeah, nearly a 3 apparently. He says.
Supposedly. A 2.5 heavy is a 3, supposedly.
Right.
Keep running. Keep coming, mate.
Almost a
Keep
2.
Might just give up. Yeah, great effort. Good.
He's quite a tall fella too. I think he's 6'4" and uses a 2.5, which is even funnier.
Funnier. Even funnier.
Oh, poor Sean.
He'll be waiting for us when we get outside. Just needs to get by. No touch. Maybe.
It's only one at the moment. It's better shot is there, really. Even if you touch your own.
I actually didn't even know there was a Thailand PBA qualifier.
It's brand new this year. Yeah, it's a brand new one. They wrote to WBT and PBA asking how they go about setting up a branch. They were given some advice, some tips, some help. And we didn't really know what to expect to begin with, because you don't really know them massively as a big bowling nation.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, but their qualifier was full. They had 120 something.
Wow.
People were flying in from all over the place. There was 4 from the Philippines, and actually the gentleman that won the singles is from the Philippines.
That's good.
Representing
Yeah.
Thailand. I think Malaysia sent 8. So people, and some from Singapore as well, I think. So there's people were flying into that particular branch to support it, and it did really, really well. So congratulations to Thailand for getting that up and running.
Definitely is great.
It is, it certainly is.
Slip it all good, that.
The more qualifying places, the better.
Yeah, I agree.
We get everyone from around the nation, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Break. Come on. Try.
Can it stop?
To lay down. It's a fair effort.
There you go, you're very close to landing that. Still live one. 18 out, you're good.
Robert was very quick to say it still lies 1.
Lost a touch, I think, buddy.
This needs to run.
Calm it
All
down.
kind of got their line pretty good.
Have a look.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all finding centre inkish, aren't they?
I'd love to see more Australians support the PBA qualifier. It's mainly only West Australia kind of supporting it. We just need to get another one up and running over in Queensland or New South Wales. Try to get maybe the few of the bigger fellas trying to qualify.
Yeah, I mean, that would be absolutely superb. You know, get one over kind of the Gold Coast way. Get some of the bigger names, you know, involved.
I'd love to see Schreiner out here having a crack. I reckon he'd find this
One
pretty
shot, Greenslade, Paxton.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I guess from what I look at it, like looking from afar into
Set score
what you
4-2
guys
after 5
have
ends.
out there, it looks like you've got so many great events anyway. You know, does people kind of want to travel halfway around the world when you've got something on your doorstep, kind of a thing? It's about making it attractive, isn't it?
Yeah.
How does it get attractive? Because there's so many interesting things you have. Some I don't understand. I think one of them where you have the iPad to work out the scores.
Jack length 28 and a
That's
half
the
metres.
UBC, is it? Yeah. I kind of watched that and looked into that because I like to do things my own way and look at how we try and develop the sport in the UK. And it kind of really confused me because obviously the technology is great, but it comes at a price, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's actually quite a great event. The software they have for the format and live scoring and stuff, it's brilliant.
Good.
It's fantastic. Literally bowl by bowl, you can track it. It's literally bowl by bowl.
Brilliant. Suppose you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, it's like most things. It's scary at the start, and then once you get used to it, it's become second nature.
Yeah. In the UK, we have flip charts and whiteboards. Great start again from Frank. Just scratching for a length, Robert, at the moment.
Fair effort again, yeah.
Well played, sir. Good cracking balls.
2 green.
Not a big target. You can see the centre line there with all the dots. You can only see probably 3/4 of a bowl.
Just looks nice though. As long as you're there with a couple of feet, you got a few options off the front. Land, little trail.
You'd take anything, wouldn't you?
I've seen Jason play a few times. He doesn't drop short too often.
No, he's
He's quite a positive player.
yes, yeah. He has his own game plan.
And he drops short.
Yeah, especially when he's playing singles. Sometimes it can be a commentator's nightmare. You never know what shot he's going to play. You think, oh, that's the shot. Then he'll play something a little bit different. He has his own style of play, but obviously been very successful with it.
Whatever works.
So looking just to increase with a yard. Try and get down to the split between the shot and the jack.
In a hurry.
One of them shouting down, one of them shouting wrong. In for second. If he turns the green bowl down, it's probably just not going to be enough. I'm not quite sure. If he turns it up onto the jack, could make a couple. Not really see anything too drastically going wrong unless it's really quick.
Not a bad effort if he's got some weight.
Well, we'll soon see.
Fair crack here.
Soon going to see. Oh! Oop. That was a great
One
ball
shot,
there.
Chatwin to
Very
Vries.
unfortunate not to make another. I mean, he nearly drew another shot round the back.
It's been a good game so far.
Set score 4-3 after 6 ends.
Yep, 1 in it, 3 ends to go. Jack's gone just slightly further than what they've been playing.
Jack length 29 metres.
Doing well, mate. Keep running. Just a little bit under. Couple of feet.
Frank's let Robert in here with his first.
This is where Rob needs to capitalise and just get one on there, put the pressure back on them.
Yes, Rob.
Can he get by? A little tickle, has done.
Well done.
Just over 2 feet, mate. Either hand, really. I mean, obviously, that's a clear run, but it's whichever you prefer.
Just that overcorrection, just pushing through. Big chance for Robert to
6 inches.
slot another in.
Might be a touch more. Just that fraction. Good effort. Well done. Well done.
One red.
It's good to see every day the crowds are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we had obviously some local players this morning. Wayne's local, lives not too far away from here, so he brings his own local support as well, so that's always a good crowd. Well played, Dave. Darren. And as the event does progress, yeah, we have bigger and bigger crowds. Mixed pairs weekend is always a great weekend here, so really busy. And obviously it depends where the changeover days as well, with the Potters Resort being able to offer various different breaks, 2, 3, 4 nights. It all depends when the changeover days are.
I love how he just jumps on the mat, just lets it go.
Come on. The break.
Fair effort again. To ease.
Yeah, just gone out the back door. Probably just 2 feet, really. Yeah, he is very quick, Darren, even though he now lives in Thailand. Just with his delivery, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm going to ask him later. It wouldn't surprise me if he's come from the Crown Green Code. That's that kind of a style of delivery. Urging this forward, it's not making the trip. It's going to be another
One
single
shot, Chatwin
for
to Vries.
Darren and Frank. 4 shots apiece. I heard you made some use of the facilities
Set
here at
score
Potters Resorts
4-4
yesterday.
after 7 ends.
Yeah, did a bit of archery and the little air rifling. It's
Yep.
good fun.
Yep.
There's a lot of little things to do around here. Might hit up the sauna later on today.
There we go.
It's been a bit cold and frosty outside.
How are you enjoying the weather?
I like cold weather, so it's
Do
not
you?
too bad. Yeah, it's just when I'm wearing
Jack length 28
flip
metres.
flops,
Yes.
it's a bit cold.
I like the way you said flip-flops. For those that didn't tune in yesterday, his missus was saying he was walking around the resort in a thong. For those of you from the UK will know that we don't call flip-flops. I was getting a little bit nervous. Blake was out there in the sauna area in a thong.
Yes, we call jandals or flip-flops thongs back in Australia.
Thongs.
It's my go-to footwear.
Is it?
I still have one of the worst sock tans.
So this is going to be an interesting last 2 ends. before the first set. It could literally go either way. Tie pair have won 4 ends so far. Rob and Jason 3. That's a cracking start from Rob though.
Seems pretty happy with himself.
Yeah, it does. Nice smiling away. Looking good. He's been on a diet like myself as well. Lost a bit of weight there. Looking good.
There's been a fair few bowlers on a bit of a weight loss journey.
Well, you've done it over the last couple of years, haven't you?
I've lost I'm put on a little bit recently. I think I'm down 8 kilos still, 9 kilos from my heaviest. Rob's down a fair bit. One player back in Australia, Gary Kelly.
Oh, Gary, yeah, from Ireland.
He's down a fair bit as well. He's looking nice and trim, which is good to see.
Good pair. Well done, Robert.
It's probably perfectly timed too. 2 ends to go.
Yep.
You pick up a 2 here, you're kind of backing yourself the last end to drop a 1 or pick up shot.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what shot he may select. Just playing down the backhand.
It's a hard shot down the backhand.
Tends to stick wide.
It is. Out of the 4 hands, it's probably the harder one of the 4. If you got good weight, you'll get back to the jack, but if you got any sort of weight, they tend to want to not get back for you.
It'll depend where Jason puts this. I mean, there is a shot down the forehand through that port. The forehand's a better hand. Jason's put another in. Sticking with the draw, trying to get second maybe. 1 behind into the last end won't be too disastrous. A 3 would be. Now, can he just run? He needs to run a foot.
Fair effort. Oh. Maybe third.
Hold down the other hand. Hold draw. Beat your back body. Yank down.
A little touch on the jack. Has that brought the back one in? I don't think so.
3 shots, Greenslade, Paxton.
Great time to get a 3 into the last
Set
end.
score 6-4 after 8 ends.
3 shots, Sue.
Should be set. I get 7-4.
Set score 7-4 after 8 ends.
So does Sue.
Back length 26.5 metres.
Yes, Robert. Get nice and tight again. Great start again here. Nice and tight.
Good started by Rob again.
Last 2 or 3 ends, he's just gone up about 2 or 3 gears, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's just had a little chat to himself and got a reach, and he's now nailing it.
Great try, mate. Bowl out. Brilliant. Very good.
It's a fair reply.
Yes, Rob. I'll play it again here. Nice and tight again.
Down again, mate. Just put one in. Line again. Run in, I think. All right. Hello. Almost matching it, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it's past the jack, so that'll give him at least a bit of a chance. Jason will probably leave this
One
well
green.
alone and just try and cover the back position. He can afford to lose a 2, won't be bothered about that.
I think he'll just be playing pretty defensive, just cover where he thinks the jack will go, and hope not to drop a 3. With Rob's 2 bowls there, it's going to be pretty tricky to drop a 3. Jason's played this pretty good.
Yeah, he's going to probably try and just land into the head and just try and create something for his last. You know, if he lands solid on the green bowl, just try and move some of the red balls, or solid onto the jack and get maybe a bit of a double kiss somewhere and drag it through.
You just can't play too much that you lose this bowl. If this one stays on, at least it gives you a chance.
Lose anything out? Couple of foot out's good. Yeah, perfect. Well played.
Be an interesting one here.
Yeah.
You hit and hope, and hopefully all 3 stay and you get a 3, or you just resound yourself to the fact you're lost and you keep your draw for the next set.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you hit that front green one really, really hard, well, that's what he's looking for. Soon see, just under it. Yep, just
One
underneath.
shot, Chatwin to Vries. First set,
one to
Greenslade,
green.
Paxton.
It's not going to be enough, and Robert Paxton and Jason Greenslade take that first set 7 shots to 5. Great having a new sponsor on board this year for the World Championships, Ambassador Cruise Line. Life's all about enjoying yourself, so let's have a look at one of their commercials.
Enjoy yourself on a UK no-fly cruise. Enjoy yourself. There's amazing shows for you.
Enjoy yourself. There's outstanding cuisine.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's best value at sea. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's best value at sea.
And to have a look at what Ambassador Cruise Line have to offer,
Jack length 25
have a
and a
look
half
at their
metres.
website, ambassadorcruiseline.com. You can call their great travel agent team 0808 102 8030. Have their own ships, of course, do Ambassador. They have the ambition and the ambience. Lots of different packages available, lots of destinations, whether you want to stay somewhere around Europe or go further afield. 7 UK ports to choose from: Belfast, Dundee, Newcastle, Liverpool, Bristol, London Cruise Terminal, and also Falmouth. Could do with a holiday, someone fancies taking me. Great at carrying bags and everything I am.
A holiday? All I see you do is holiday.
That's false accusations, how dare you. So, Rob's off to a great start.
He's definitely found his range in the last few ends.
You went up 3 octaves when you said that then, Blake. I thought it was Mickey Mouse in the box.
Just needs to run it out.
He's played it. Well done. If it sits, will it sit for shot? Try to pick it. Give it a stamp. Still not fallen, has it?
Nah. If you do actually run a little bit, it does move the wood a little bit, and it can actually make the bowls fall over.
Oh, so everyone starts running all of a sudden now, do they?
Yeah, I had one fall over one year. I was running to the mat, and then next minute a bowl fell over. I was like, oh.
So that's why you went on a diet. Can you get down to the green bowl? Just push it away.
Might lay it down. Just didn't want to turn for him.
Yeah, you could just see him shaking his head there. I've seen that a couple of times this year, down that forehand. That forehand's always been for years the swingiest of the forehands. So you could, especially on a full length, you could always fling them out. They'd always come back. This year, it's just tendency just to stick in certain places. Wants to turn it away again. Has done.
Good shot.
3 red.
He's asking it to slow down. That hand gesture means it's quick. Yeah.
You get out there with any sort of weight, you
3 shots, Greenslade, Paxton.
just hold.
Set score 3-0 after one end.
Even though people don't see bowls as a massively strenuous sport, I think it's the duration that you need to concentrate, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Especially for you guys out there in Australia and other places around the world where it's really, really difficult. I suppose if you're playing out in the extreme heats all the time, you want to try and be as fit as possible.
Yeah.
The stamina for, you're on your feet for a long time, even though you're not running around all the time, you are on your feet for long periods of the day, aren't you?
It's just more like keeping enough fluids in and nutrition. Making sure you have enough Powerade in you, water, have nibbles, have lunch.
Yeah, it's a good thing here, isn't it? There's lots of healthy options as well. Loads of, carrots and turnips and parsnips and things like that for people to eat. Keep you nice and healthy.
18 inches.
Fruit.
Yeah, lots of fruit if you like fruit. Well, he's half looking at it, he's following it down. Can he jump over the top of the front? Has done.
He's liking it.
I'll just play a foot over there, mate. Just try and trail the jack, eh? No, I don't think so. Just play that much and just off the bowl take the jack. I don't think you'll hold. You haven't got enough weight, really, I think. More of a
Asking
draw
it
leg.
to run. Yeah, it's just going now, just lacking just a couple of feet, really.
Almost play air shot, innit?
2 red.
Very good, Jason. Very good. Up more, up more. Spot on, buddy.
Oh, great ball from Jason. Just tucks the jack slightly, protects it. There's quite a bit of a target on should Darren want to play for it. He's playing for it anyway, but just playing a little less controlled.
It's got to go probably here to be 2. I mean, that, to be fair, that's probably quite good. Close to counting and covers it all.
Should be nice and easy enough for Jason.
Have a nice little shot. You send on a high line. If you drop short, you're in. If you go past, you're covering.
Might just play another Jace. I think Darren's committed now. He'll learn from the last delivery, going slightly quicker. 2 away.
2 shots. Greenslade, Paxton.
Set score 5-0 after 2 ends.
Yeah, the difference has been the kind of last 4-5 ends is Robert's consistency at the front. He's been putting them really, really close. Darren has been almost forced into play more attacking bowls, so it's just starting to struggle a little bit. Need to steady the ship for the next couple of ends.
Yeah, Rob's really shown his experience over the last few ends.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Nailing the jack, which makes it hard for your opposition skipper, of course.
Here again. Something's changed. It must be that new aftershave he bought yesterday. It was horrible. Oh, it smelled like Ajax. It was horrible. He was bragging about this lovely posh aftershave he bought, and it smelled like cleaning solution. It was horrible.
Who was this?
Roberts.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you'd feel ripped off, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I think Rob's confidence is building. It's a brilliant lead bowls.
Yeah, it's just even with in his mannerisms, isn't it? He's moving around the rink a little bit quicker. You know, he's following his bowls down.
It's a bit more up and about.
Yeah, because Frank's been playing some pretty consistent stuff early on. So again, Darren in a bit of bother. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's gone. Now, where's that jack going? Oh,
That's a
bottom
hard,
corner.
that's a hard spot to draw to.
So, is there anything? Just having a little look. They're just tidying up bowls from all over the show, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do all the tidying up first. The last thing that happens is they respot the put the mark on the back for the jack. That means play can continue. Just need to make sure that all the balls that go in the ditch are either not live and be removed, or live and marked. Needs to miss that, has done.
Fair shot.
My goodness, Jace.
Oh, that's...
Nope.
It's a tight line. It might hold. Maybe. Well, it's a fair effort.
3 shots, Greenslade, Paxton.
Yeah, just with this been having to tap the heads a little bit more.
Set score
Just allowing
8-0 after 3 ends.
Robert and Jason to just build on the lead that they've got already. It's just starting to slip away. 8 without at the moment.
Track length 28 metres.
Robert. Nice and tight again.
Another toucher. Certainly going through some spray chokes this morning.
Good effort. Ball, mate.
Good reply, yeah.
Yeah, well played, Frank.
Rob. Super close again. Nice and tight. Well played. Great stuff.
Oh, what an end of bowls this is so far. More choke.
Just play a yard or so over on this hand. Either bring yours in or take the ball. You're looking to about there.
So that sounds good on paper, but very, very difficult to play.
Very difficult on this carpet.
Not sure you'll hold, but you might. You keep holding, you're close.
That's held a long way.
Good luck. Nearly, very nearly.
1 red.
Just not playing the right shots at the moment. That's the problem.
I think with all the weighted shots he's had to play over the last 3 to 4 ends, has affected his little draw shots. Where Jason roll ball, they've had to do is just draw, get into a rhythm.
Just got to draw. Draw to it. Pick your hand, play the draw. Can't play pace. If he loses that front ball, that'd be absolutely disastrous.
Yeah, I think you probably to play a couple of feet, so if you are tight, you lift your green one up and over if you sneak past. Might land it. It's just hard when Rob keeps nailing the jack. Hasn't really given him much of an option.
One shot, Greenslade, Paxton.
Set score 9-0 after 4 ends.
You just about think they'd need to win every end from here to win the set, I reckon.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Jack length 27 metres.
Liking it again, he's chasing.
Yeah, he's played it. Just gets to the seam, it's okay. Maybe for 2. Still 2.5 foot maybe.
Not a bad effort here.
Nearly drawn it. Can he stop? Has done, well done.
One green.
Nearly lifted it. Oh, unlucky. Maybe very close for turning it away.
Probably just his weight let him down a little bit there. 3 inches off, he's probably landing it fat. Needs to settle.
Could be. Robert asking Jason to play for the 2 green bowls, I think. Inside edge of the outside bowl.
I don't think Jason will say no. Bad effort. What a shot.
How far's it going? Maybe. Both bowls have probably just turned enough.
He's gotten just enough of both of them.
Two red.
2 red. Oh, what a bowl. Literally bailed them as thin as possible, didn't he?
Millimetres. 1 less mil on one of them. They still haven't shot, but he got them perfect. Thought for a split second he was getting the gap.
Yeah. Now, draw either hand, or do you think he'll go for the jack?
I think they need to try to conjure a 2. Because of how good Rob's playing, I think you're going to struggle to try to get a 3 against these boys. He's trying to get both bowls at Jack.
One away.
1 shot, Greenslade, Paxton.
Set score 10-0 after 5 ends. Jack length 27 metres.
I haven't seen too many games where someone's come back from 10 zip down to win.
Zip?
0.
Oh,
10
okay.
zip, 0.
Zip is what you call it, 10 zip.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not been many. It's a big ask, isn't it? 4 ends.
Especially against the calibre opposition they're playing. I think they'll just try to win as many ends from here and just try to save face a little bit.
I mean, if Jason and Rob score a 2 here, that's the set and game done.
A bit more. Good ball there.
Good starter. But how good Rob's been going, you'd back him to get within that pretty comfortable.
Done again. Sit and wait.
Put another one there.
Didn't come off that wider line. It was definitely a lot wider than most bowls down that
It's a bit
hand.
early to do.
Perfect pace.
Put balls in the head. You need to turn sharp. Get inside that. Okay, not so bad. Hold on.
I'll be down there, I think. And work.
I'm struggling to get back as well.
Come then. He's dead.
Just trying to sit the ball over to make it 3.
Jason swapping to the forehand.
Hang.
Not too bad here.
Hang. Hang.
Well, it's in for 2. That's a match lie.
Yeah. The running ball's got to go and kick that out at the same time. Yeah. Good.
I think he's looking to play 1-2. Get the 2 red bowls away. Run off that line of bowls. Very wide head, isn't it, if you're playing down there?
Pretty tricky shot.
He's playing on the forehand, is he? Got him.
Good shot.
My goodness.
Good shot.
Keeps the game going. scores their first shot for this second set.
One
Now
shot, Chatwin de Vries.
trails 10-1.
Set score 10-1 after 6 ends. Jack led to 29 metres.
At least they've scored one. My first year over here, I played Greg Harlow, and I got a goose egg in the first set. Got me 14 zip.
A goose egg?
A 0.
What's a goose?
A 0.
Oh,
Nothing.
That's what we call it, a goose egg.
Goose egg. Yeah. 0. That was
Great start.
brilliant bowl, yeah. That kind of shot my my confidence a fair bit. He was pretty good.
Goose egg.
Yeah. Zilch. Another good bowl here by Francis.
Francis.
Is it Francis?
Frank.
Frank?
Close for second.
One green.
It's pretty tricky to go from a full-blooded runner to a draw shot on here.
Well, needs to make another shot with this bowl. Otherwise, that's going to be game over. How's it going? He's got that bowl out.
Good shot.
Oh, a little bit unlucky not to stay in for a 3, but that's enough to drag it into the next
green.
end. Draw within 2 foot will be enough for Jason now.
Far off.
Asking it to bend. Should be enough, I think. Here it comes. Yep, down it goes. That's going to be second shot.
One shot,
So it's going to be 1 for
Vries.
Frank
Second
and
set.
Darren.
And the match.
So it's going to be a set win.
Greenslade, Rob
10
Paxton.
shots to 2 for Jason and Robert. Thank you for joining us, Blake.
Thanks, Jace.
It's been great to have you in, and good luck for your singles game later on in the week, pal. Okay, everybody, so hope you enjoyed that one. Let's have a look at what we have coming up for the rest of the day. So we're going to have a little lunch break now. We're going to be back with you at 2 o'clock. Jamie Walker and Mark Dawes will take on the Scottish pairing of Mark Rennick and Kieran Ward. Following that game, roughly about 3:45, Nicky Brett and Greg Harlow take on the Welsh pair of Damien Doubler and Dan Salmon. And then this evening at 7 o'clock, Paul Foster MBE, Alex Marshall MBE take on the Irish pairing of Matthew Crawford and Mark Foster. And then at 8:30 this evening, a late one for us, it's dipping into the World Open singles, and it's the American qualifier, John O'Dalton, taking on Ronald Liston from the Philippines. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're back with you at 2 o'clock. Bye-bye for now.